Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Sean coming at you from High Levels. So I am super excited about this video because let's take a step back here and just talk about SaaS mode. So when we first came out with SaaS mode, this was early days and we really didn't, we certainly knew it would work for some people, but we weren't sure how well it would work. And, fast forward to today and oh my gosh, you could not imagine how successful this has been. But what we realized is that sometimes it's hard for people to get started with this. And so what we really wanted to do is we started to really think about this and talk about it as, SaaS is sort of for everybody, right? So what we wanted to try to figure out is like, is there a way to bridge people into SaaS mode a little bit? And we sort of came out with this sort of idea of like SaaS Lite, and so this is today our first example of SaaS Lite. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to release the ability for you to rebill your clients the cost without any markup of the LC phone system cost. So essentially, think about it like this. So today, there are people making just tons of money off the rebilling on the 497 sort of SaaS Pro plan, but we have some people on the 297 plan saying like, yeah, I really want to do this, but I don't know how, or I haven't done this before, or whatever. So this really is for those folks. So on the 297 plan, on our agency plan, we are now introducing the ability to take the cost of the LC phone system plus the Stripe fees and actually pass those on to your clients. And so this is a great way for you to kind of get into that motion of rebilling and kind of moving slowly down the SaaS road. But you're not yet ready to kind of jump to that whole SaaS Pro concept. So I'm super excited about this. I think this is a huge step forward for us. There's a lot of details here. So I'm going to kind of try to go briefly through this with you. And then we can kind of keep rolling on from there. So, a couple of things. So, okay, from today onwards, agency is on the freelancer plan, the agency unlimited. We'll be able to rebill, which I said. Okay, important. I love this. Thank you, Shivam, for saying this is important because that way I don't miss it. This only works on the LC phone system. So if you're on the Twilio, if you have your own Twilio account, this won't work. So make sure you're on the LC phone system. Somebody asked me this morning, can I do this for just one sub account? Yes, you can. So you don't have to do it for all of them. We have articles on the help section that cover all of that. Agencies on the freelance plan cannot mark up the cost, right? So this is really just is only available on the pro plan. This is really just about being able to take the actual cost and the credit card fees and pass them along. So cool. The sub account must contain at least one account admin, not to be confused with an agency admin. Because the big change here, right, is what's happening. So let's say you're getting charged $1, we want to make sure that the customer is actually paying for that dollar as well, right? So you need an actual sub account admin because somebody from your client needs to go in and add a credit card, right? Because otherwise, how can we charge? How can you charge them and we charge you, right? I guess hopefully that makes sense to most people. But anyways, it's in the help docs if I'm super confusing. So anyways, so let me think here. So there's all kinds of details here. I'm gonna like just try to slide up slowly, get on and let you read this if you want to pause it. And then let's kind of jump into some of the screenshots. Actually, maybe let's see what happens here. How do I know which sub accounts can be rebuilt for phone usage? Please head over to the agency settings, phone system Twilio. And if we click this, let's see, did that work? Oh, I think it worked. Okay, cool. So you can see right here, rebilling is active, rebilling can be enabled, and rebilling cannot be enabled, right? So you can see right here, and those two top ones, right, are both managed by Lead Connector. That's why you're able to do the rebilling. And in the first one, it's already active. In the second one, it can be made active, right? So let's switch back over here, and let's see if I go. A sub account can fall in any one of the following conditions: phone rebilling enabled, etc. Oh, how do I enable it, right? So you're going to go in here, go to the manage client page from here, then you're going to click enable on this toggle, and then finally you're going to follow this. So you can actually share a link to your client to actually have them put in the payment method, request via email, request via SMS, or you can choose them if you already have them in Stripe, which is really cool. And then at this point, your client can add their payment method. Important: agencies must not add their own card here. It needs to be your client card. This is what your client will see at the sub account level. They can go in and add the payment method. Let's see here. Once it's there, then you'll actually be able to set the rebilling, obviously. But for that account, let's see, as mentioned before, sorry, you cannot rebill on the freelancer, please upgrade. So you're only able to really pass along the cost there. Let's see if I missed anything here from this. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, so this is that walleting concept I was just explaining. That's super confusing, right? So here's how this works. So let's see the flow. It looks like the flow is left to right, right to left. Not sure. So high level bills you and adds charges your agency card and adds credits to your wallet. And then you bill your client, and then those credits are added to the location wallet, right? And that's how the debiting works. So anyways, hopefully that diagram actually helps. And I'm sorry, this is a super long video, but I think it's very important to kind of go over all these details. Yep, I think I got it. So we will have, let's see, even more, oh yeah, there are actual full release notes here, which should actually be, yeah, here you go. This is in the changelog. This is in the release notes at the top of everybody's app. Also, you can go to ideas.gohighlevel.com and click changelog if you want to. So everything I just described, thankfully, you don't have to just sit here and watch the video over and over again. It's actually all nicely in here. Oh, and there's some more screenshots as well about how to check client usage and those sorts of things. But all of that to say, I'm super excited that we're able to bring this to all of you. I can't wait to see all of your reactions. And I hope that on that note, you're having an awesome Wednesday. Thanks.